Hello guys, we have reached day 15. Today is September 16th and today's 30-day quiz will be based on ancient and medieval history combined. So it will be kind of factual. So how much ever you can recall, you can try to do. Anyway, you can try to solve with the options which is given. And this test is part of the pack 2, which is having the 13 history test. Okay, this is taken from a history full test. Okay, there are subject-wise tests specific to R.S. Sharma, Satish Chandra, then spectrum, then we have art and culture related test. Okay, and we have a combined test also where everything will be in a mix. So this questions today will be taken from that full test, full history test. Okay, and it's also available in pack 1. Okay, so the final few tips for October 4 is already shared, and more videos of this series will be done in the coming days, but make sure that you watch this episode first so that you will get a clarity. And 2021 batch, which is much more bigger test series, and we have done 2 batches already. Now the third batch, October 1 to June 10th, is already scheduled and students have started enrolling. So if you have missed this batch, then it will be again very late, because students ask like when should I start, whether I can complete. UPSC can be completed based on how much passionately you study for that. Okay, like whether if you had started long back in 365 days plan, you could have studied little more lavishly, I would say. Okay, you could read one textbook in 2-3 days and all, but when the days gets reduced, obviously your pressure will increase. After this again we will make 150 days timetable, 100-day timetable, 30-day timetable. So the more the number of days reduces, the more pressure will be there on you. So the faster you start studying from reliable sources, the faster you will become an expert in mains and prelims. Okay, so please see to that you join this. This is a glimpse of the brochure which will be given to all the students, first cover page, but please watch that video so that you will get more details. And in the live chat, please participate. Only 2 to 3 students are there who sincerely participate, and I am sure that they will clear this exam this year or the next year. Okay, because this exam, how much ever you study, a little bit of luck is also required. So who are very serious and studying like this, you will clear. Okay, it's just a matter of time. So please participate. Which are the following are true about Malik Kafur's expedition to the south? Okay, it's a very important thing. In NCERT also detailed 2-3 pages are given. So it was recorded in detail by Amir Khusro in his book. Malik Kafur defeated the Tamil armies and brought back immense wealth to Delhi. Owing to the success, Alauddin appointed him as the Malik Naib, okay, vice regent. Okay, already a movie is also there based on these characters. So here there is a slight error in the statement 2. If you see this defeated the Tamil army, this is a wrong statement. Actually, Malik Kafur had gone to south and he had defeated some armies in certain areas. That was one in Telangana, which was forced to surrender, and then Dwar Samudra, which is Karnataka, which is again forced to surrender, and they got an annual tribute from them. And this Mabar or Malabar, that is a Kerala area, avoided battle and they offered wealth. But in Tamil Nadu, it was like the temples were plundered, and that's how they got the wealth. Army was not defeated or no surrender, nothing of that sort happened. So that's a slight tweaking which we did. So it's a very detailed and factual thing. So only the best students who have read the textbook correctly will be able to solve it. Okay, remaining 2 are true statements. Okay, Alauddin was not in favor of direct administration of the south. Okay. From Delhi, but during his lifetime itself it had slowly started, and within a decade of his death it increased. Okay, so this is there in Satish Chandra chapter 7. From there it is taken. Out of the 16 Mahajanpadas in ancient India, 2 are currently in Pakistan land. Okay, so Pakistan land means can be even the POK area. So one is Gandhara and the other one is which one? Okay, so out of this 5 options, 4 of them are in Indian land and 1 is not in Indian land as of now. Okay. So this is again combining history with maps, and also this map is there at least 5 times in R. Sharma and Satish Chandra and these NCERT books. So people keep seeing it, but they don't take seriously the locations of these places. Okay, so here if you see Gandhara and Cambodia is somewhere here. Okay, India, Pakistan, Afghanistan area, that is where Cambodia and Gandhara is there. So other everything is here. Okay, so this is a very important thing because only 16 of them are there. UPSC used to ask very difficult questions like what is the capital city of each of this. Okay, 16 places and 16 capital cities. Already a revision chart is given to my students. Please go and by heart them, because if you by heart that and one question comes, you will be the only one who gets 2 marks. Okay, because others will not be able to recollect it in the exam hall. So it will just take you 2 minutes of time to by heart that 16 places. So please do that. Okay, there is no loss for you. The assembly which Huan Sang saw at Prayaga in 643 AD was the 6th Moksha Parishad of somebody's reign. Okay, so who is that? Okay, basically we can directly ask you Huan Sang came to India during the time of which king, but we asked it in a factual way. Okay, what is there in the textbook? So is it Kanishka's time, Harsha's time, Rudradaman, or Chandragupta II? So if you know the timeline, at least you can answer this. So UPSC always makes you think in the exam hall. Basically, they don't care about this Prayaga and Moksha Parishad and all. They just care about Huan Sang and his timeline and in which king's time he came, and that you have to study. And it's actually Harsha's time, and you can by heart it by H and H. Okay, Harsha and Huan Sang, H. Like that, there are many other people also who came. If you know, like before him, one person came, Fashen came. Okay, so he came in the time of Gupta. Okay, and that was Chandragupta II. And other one is H. Okay, Harsha, Huan Sang. So if you see, it's alphabetic order also. Okay, F, E, F, G, H kind of thing. So if you try to by heart it like that, you can memorize it. Okay, F, G, and H is there. So H, H. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, H. So it's like an alphabetic order if you want. Fashen came during the time of Gupta, that is Chandragupta II, and Huan Sang came in the time of Harsha. Okay, these are simple tricks which you do, and that is how ancient and medieval you can by heart, because it's very difficult to by heart all the fact. And this full story you can pause and read. My students can read it from the PDF. In Harappa civilization, Balakot was popular for shell works, circular homes, plough and toys, mass burial. So this is also there in a standard textbook, but we framed this question because Balakot was in news because of the airstrike. Last year it was done, and from this question only, last year actually 2 questions were solvable in the prelims in 2019. Okay. Because in the explanation we gave you the locations of all the Harappan sites. So shell works is why it is important, and some other things are there. You can pause and read. And other coastal cities we have given, and also after this, okay, from the Wikipedia page we took a list of all the Harappan sites and taught you last year also. So this question is repeated this year because static questions will obviously repeat in every test series. So when we gave this last year, UPSC gave 4 locations and asked like which one of them is not a Harappan site. Okay, simple question they asked, and so people did not know what was the answer because they never bothered to study it. Okay, so here Balakot, this Chanudaro, and I think which was the one Shotu, this was the one in options. Okay, and one extra was given. Desalpur also was given in the options by UPSC, and one extra one was given, which was an Ashokan site. Okay, so if you had studied this table, this list of items, you could have found that 3 of them we have already taught you. So obviously those 3 you cannot be the answer, and the other one which was not there will be the answer for that. Okay, because that was an Ashokan site. Identify the personality. His earlier alternate names are Ramtanu Pandey Muhammad Datta Ali Khan. He was the disciple of Swami Haridas. MP government organizes a 4-day Samaraha and award in his name. He was one of the Navratnas of Akbar's court. So this is the biggest clue you will get. Okay, Navratna means 9 names you have to by heart. That also we have given a revision chart. So in options, all 4 of them are Navratna only. But you have to tell me the first 3 statements suit which person. So first thing is you should know who are the Navratnas. 9 things are there, 9 people are there, and in that here answer is the most famous one only, Tansen, and it was there in a news item. All these facts are taken from there. UPSC last year also asked about 2 personalities. I forgot the place, Amanacharya or Tyagaraja, some 2 people. They took from newspaper and framed exactly these kind of statements. Okay, disciple of whom, then they write poems and kirtanas based on Rama, Krishna, like that. They made up some statements and you have to identify the person. So that is why please see to it that you prepare these things which are in news. These are the Navratnas, and this also is expected for you to by heart. Okay, famous people you will know anyway, Birbal and Tansen, okay, Faizi, because they have written famous books and all which UPSC already asked. Todarmal for the land revenue system, Abul Fazl, again famous. Okay, so see to it that you by heart all these 9. Okay, Raja Man Singh also in war and battles. Varaha gold coins are related to whom? The Kakatiya kingdom, Danes, Vijayanagaras, or Mughals? Okay, so coins, seals, stamps, paintings, all these are sculptures. These are things which UPSC takes and relates to kingdoms. So you are expected to know it. It's there in all the textbooks of history. So it's the Vijayanagara kingdom. So every detail of that is given here. Okay, what is the value of it? This much detailing you don't need, but we just took whatever is there in the textbook. Okay, this Ramantaka's token coins. Okay, Rama coronation. So we cannot predict what UPSC can pick up. Okay, see, other names are also there. So just by heart what we give you at least. That is why we tell students, even if you fail to read textbooks, if you do our test series alone, you will get a lot of information which are taken exactly from the textbook. Okay, so please see to that you learn this. Jataka tales, which everybody know, is part of which particular thing here? Okay, Vinaya Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka, Abhidhamma Pitaka, or Terigatha. These are all Buddhism related textual content. So Jataka tales, which is a very popular one, is taken from where? Okay, so before 2015, UPSC used to ask a lot of such things. Okay, like Satyameva Jayate is taken from where, then which Upanishad comes under which Veda, or which Veda is telling about medicines and rituals, about magic spells. So they used to simply ask some content which is inside a particular text, okay, which is a little difficult, but UPSC used to ask. So at least we expect you to study which is already asked in previous year papers, because that if it comes and you don't answer, it's actually bad. Okay, and your competitor will write it and then you will feel that I should have done previous year paper. Okay, so here the answer for this question is Sutta Pitaka, and you should know the basic descriptions of these things. Again, revision chart is there, I believe, for this thing. So here I just pause and read, okay, because if I start reading everything, it's very difficult. Okay, this Theravada Buddhism, you should know. Jatakas are textual division of this thing, included in the Khuddaka Nikaya of the Sutta Pitaka. Okay, so this also match the following. If it comes, it should be matched, okay, correctly. Brihadharma Purana, a 13th century Sanskrit text, mentions about which of the following? Brahmins who promote untouchability should be stoned to death. Brahmins were permitted to consume variety of fish in their diet. Shudras were to be kept away from temple premises and public tanks. Prohibit entry of non-Brahmins in religious educational centers. So this Brihadharma Purana tells which one. So only one is true. Which one is true? These are all taken from standard textbooks only. So here in that textbook, it is mentioned about this fish consumption. Okay, so that is what this is the most non-obvious one, which you will mark first itself as false, but actually this is the one which is true. Okay, in this textbook, maybe all the others have true statements, but it is not mentioned in this book. Okay, so this is there again. I believe R.S. Sharma, Satish, Chandra. I don't know from where I took it, but it's from the standard textbook only. All these statements. Ashwagosha was a contemporary to which ruler? So this contemporary word has been there in UPSC question paper continuously since the last 3 years. So again, they will pick up someone. So you have to tell he was there during which king? Okay, the Harshvardhana, Amogavarsha, Krishna Devaraya, or Kanishka. Okay, he is very famous for one famous event which happened. So you should know it. So when you study about Buddhist councils, okay, there were 6 Buddhist councils. 4 were during the older times, and then later 2, 3 extra happened. Okay, in recent times. Okay, but during the BC age and all, 4 Buddhist council happened, which I gave a detailed this thing revision table. So he was famous because every Buddhist council you have to study who was the presiding person. Okay, so Vasumitra was presiding and Ashwagosha assisted him. Okay, and that's mentioned in every textbook where you study about Buddhist council. So that is why he is famous, and it was conducted by Kanishka. Okay, so every Buddhist council when you study, like suppose you make a table 1, 2, 3, 4, you should know which king conducted it. Okay, which king, then who is the president, okay, presided, and if anybody assisted, and the major outcome of each Buddhist council. Okay, like the 4th council is when I think the Buddhism split into Hinaya and Mahayana things. Okay, so like that things happens in each council. So it's very, very important. UPSC have asked at least 15-20 times in the last 20-30 years if you take. Okay, repeatedly they ask questions on Buddhist council. Okay, like that Jaina council is also there. 2 Jainism council happened. So if you don't know that, my students can refer to revision charts. Others please study the textbooks again. Okay, so it's Kanishka's time that Ashwagosha was there, and he is contemporary. Okay, so other people's timeline also you should know. That is what I tell. Always study the wrong options also. Now, Bhanudatta's Rasamanjari in medieval history refers to what? Is it a poetic verse based on Bhakti movement? Is it a dance drama during the time of evolution of Kathak? Is it a administrative textbook of the Pallavas, or is it text with miniature painting in the Himachal? So 4 are 4 totally different things and different people associated with it. So Bhanudatta's Rasamanjari. This again is important because 2 years back UPSC asked like that Indian Mona Lisa Bani Thani painting is related to which king, okay, and they gave some which school of art or something like that they asked. So all these are taken from the same textbooks only. So here the answer will be a text with miniature painting in Himachal. Okay, the earliest miniatures were on palm leaves or wood. By the late 17th century, Himachal had developed a bold and intense style of miniature painting called Basholi. Okay, so this is also important. The most popular text to be painted here was this thing, Banu Datta's Ras Manjari. So it's miniature painting, it's related to Himachal, it's related to this Basoli. Okay, so hope this is clear. And all these questions are taken, as I told, from the history full test, which is part of pack 2 and pack 1. So if you feel you have not done enough studying of actual content from textbooks, you can get these packs and see to it that you do. Okay, or if you need only Spectrum, you can buy this, but Spectrum is anyway, this is anyway a subset of pack 2. Okay, so this is how it is designed. It's completely for UPSC Civil Service exam. Hope you do it very seriously. I want you to come back for the mains course after you clear prelims, else we will have to again start from scratch for 2021. And also email 3 free to this email ID. You will get 3 free tests to begin with, and then you can take it ahead. Okay, and please subscribe, because the more you subscribe, more MCQs you see every day, more than what I discuss here in community tab. Daily lot of questions are posted. Please go and answer them as well. Okay, answers will be discussed in a upcoming video session. So thank you and have a nice day.